Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're coming in with a classic Spanish recipe that's perfect for that chilly weather out there, as with each bite it promises to warm your soul. We're talking Spanish garlic soup with potatoes. This is known as una sopa de ajo con patatas. And let me tell you, this soup is filled with so many simple yet delicious flavors. It's easy to make, where there's no tricky techniques or weird equipment needed. And the best part, it's all done in about 30 minutes using just one pot. Folks, serve the soup next to a garden salad, crunchy baguette, and of course a bottle of Spanish red wine. More specifically from the region of Ribera del Duero, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. La Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems. That way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's begin by prepping our ingredients. I'm going to start by cutting 3 medium-sized potatoes that have already been peeled, washed, and patted dry. Each one 2 small bite-sized pieces that are 1/4 inch thick, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. Important to use potatoes here that are a bit more waxy than starchy, as they hold their shape better in stews and soups. I'm using Yukon Golds, but you can also use new potatoes, Golden Delight, or even red potatoes. And we'll also separate the cloves from 1 head of garlic and remove the skins from each clove. And yes, you heard that correctly. For this recipe, we're using an entire head. If that's too much garlic for you, you can use less. But I tell you, the more you add into the soup, the more of that garlic goodness. And we'll thinly slice each clove of garlic. For the next step, I'm going to heat a stock pot with a medium heat and add in a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here, as this is the base fat of the soup and what truly makes a difference. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. After a couple minutes, we'll add in the sliced garlic and we'll mix it around. That way it's all coated in the olive oil. And you want to make sure to mix the garlic around continuously. That way it evenly sautés. After about 30 seconds, and the garlic is nice and fragrant, we'll add in the sliced potatoes. And we'll mix them around, that way they're all coated in the olive oil. And once again, you want to make sure to mix this continuously, that way everything evenly sautés. About 5 minutes after adding the potatoes, and they're lightly sautéed, at this stage you don't have to fully cook them through. I'm going to add in a generous teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 3 grams. And season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a quick mix. And like I've told you in the past, when you're working with paprika in a hot pan, you want to mix in there quickly, otherwise you can easily get a bitter flavor. And then we'll add in some vegetable broth, just enough to barely cover the ingredients, which is about 2.5 cups in my case, or 600 milliliters. Of course, you can also use chicken broth here, beef broth, or even water if you like. Just make sure to season accordingly if you're using water. And we'll also add in 1 bay leaf, turn it up to a high heat, and give it a gentle mix. Once it comes to a boil, we'll place the lid on the stock pot and lower the fire to a low heat. And we're going to simmer this between 10 to 15 minutes or until the potatoes are just cooked through. In the meantime, let's get our final ingredient ready. I'm going to crack in 2 eggs into a bowl. Add in 1 tablespoon of chopped parsley over the eggs, which is 3 grams. You can sub this for 1 teaspoon of dried parsley, which is 1 gram. And we'll season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until the eggs are well mixed together. Alright, let's move back to the stock pot. After simmering the potatoes between 10 to 15 minutes, they should just be cooked through. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, you simmer them for a bit longer. At this point, I'm going to grab a little of that simmering broth and slowly add it into the whisked eggs while whisking them continuously. This is going to help temper them. That once we add the eggs into the soup, they don't easily curdle. And then we'll slowly add in the whisked eggs into the soup while mixing it continuously. You want to make sure to slowly add in the eggs in there, otherwise they can easily curdle. Once all the eggs have been added, we'll place the lid back on the stock pot and turn off the heat, and let it sit there between 2 to 3 minutes, that way the eggs can cook through. Once the eggs are just cooked, this is ready to go. I'm going to transfer some of the soup into a shallow bowl. And garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, our Spanish garlic soup with potatoes is done. Easy to make, simple everyday ingredients, and all done in about 30 minutes using just one pan. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Once again folks, sopa de ajo con patatas, and I tell you as a garlic lover, this I cannot wait to try. Here we go, big bite. That was really greedy. Check that out. For me, another dish from the humble Spanish kitchen, where less is more, and the simple things are the best things. Because we've got such basic ingredients, we got so many flavors out of this. Potatoes are beautifully cooked, they kept their shape, and the rest of the ingredients, the perfect balance with all that garlic truly shining through. Easy to make, perfect for that chilly weather out there. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a garden salad, crunchy baguette, and a bottle of Spanish red wine from the region of Ribera del Duero, you can have yourself a fabulous meal. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Dr. Michael Barbitz, Clarence Bolin, and Martin Giddings. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.